One card maze is exactly what the name implies, a maze that exists on a single card. It's pretty clever stuff, and a great portable solo activity that can be played in one hand. I wanted to make a video about it now because One Card Maze Season 4 is launching on Kickstarter on May 6th. It's part of Micro May 2026, a collection of smaller games seeking crowdfunding this month. I'll have a separate video on the channel going over all the games in this collection that caught my eye. I'll also include links in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Now, as you can see, there are many sets of One Card Maze that you can get. Some of them have slightly different rules with different ways to play. I'll explain all of that, but let's begin at the beginning with card 1, which is essentially a tutorial. I'm going to do my best to show this off. It's going to be slightly difficult to film. But in each maze, you're going to have a start area and then an end area that you're trying to get to. These rectangles with the arrow, those are doors. A door with an arrow facing north or up is considered open, and a door with an arrow facing in any other direction is considered closed. So right here, we can go through this door, but if we come around here, we can't go through that door. And we can't just turn the card willy-nilly. No, instead, we need to find one of these symbols. This lets us turn the card however we want. So we can spin it like this, and then we can come back, and now this door is closed, but this one is open. So we can walk through and come over here. Now these triangle symbols on the edge of the card, those tell us to flip the card over. So we're going to walk through here, and then we're going to flip it along the same edge. So you have to be careful doing this. You don't want to, switch the direction of the card. To come through here, we're going to flip it just like that and come out over here. If you have any questions, you can look at the triangle. It has a different pattern on it, so you can make sure that you go to the one matching. And you really just want to think of it as you're traversing over the edge like that. So now we're here. We have an open door here. That little circle symbol will allow us to twist the card up here. Now that door is open. We come through here. Once again, we just need to flip the card to go over like that. And then we're going to flip the card to come over like that, ending up here. Open door. Turn, open door, and we've hit the exit. And there we go. It seems super easy, but let me tell you, it gets way more difficult. So let's go to the next card here, Suburbia. This is number 4. The game comes with this nice little piece of paper that shows you all the different mazes, and it tells you, the difficulty level in each of the different packs. So right now we have 4 Suburbia. This is considered an easy level. So here we are. Start right here. There's the exit that we're trying to get to. Let's see if I can actually handle this. It gets very confusing, at least for my brain. So we're starting here. We're going through that open door. We're going to turn. Go through that open door. Pop out over here. So now we have some decisions to make. We could come down here and swap the card, or we could come this way, we could come that way and go over here, but that accomplishes the same thing. So let's come around here. We'll flip the card around so that we can come out that way. And that actually opens up this door here. So let's go through there. We're going to pop out over here. So we can come around like this. We could go up here, or we could come through here to turn the card that way. Let's see what's up here. Just going to take a little peek. Oh boy. And now we could come that way and flip the card. What happens if we go here? This is how I get myself lost. Okay, that gets us here, and then there's sort of a dead end. So let's go back. If we come through here, and then we swap it like that, and now we go over here, that might put it in the right direction. It did. Look at that. So now we can go through that door, come down here, flip, and we're over here now. So that door's open. Where is the exit? What's this way? Oh, look at that. Boom, we got to the exit just like that. There we go. So that was an easy one. Just for fun, let's take a gander at a hard one. This is number 8, Labyrinth, and I'm probably not going to be able to finish this, but let's just take a look at how confusing and tricky this can get. Maybe your mind is able to keep track of these things, but I'm a little directionally challenged, so this is particularly hard for me. So starts off easy enough. Boom, through here, turn, and we get into there, and now we're flipping over to this side. Okay, so we could come this way and flip, or we could go through here, or we could go down here. If we go through here, then we could come here to flip. Oh. So if we come through here and we turn, we don't have to turn it, but we could turn it any way we want. Let's see what that gets us. So where do we go if we go this way? We come out here. Okay. And so we have 2 doors, one facing each of these 2 directions. So we can just come back and we could flip this like that and then come through here. And now that's face up, as is this. Interesting. So if we go this way and we turn like that, then we can come up here, out here. That gets me over to here. The exit is right there. So if I come through there and come up this way... Oh, I've gone in a big circle. Yep. Because I'm right back to here. I've gone in a circle somehow. What if I come here and I turn it the other way? Like that. I think that's the opposite way of how I turned it. So then we come this way. So now I can't go through there. I can only go through here. Although also I could come here without spinning it. If I go through here, we flip it. Oh, goodness. Lots of locked doors, but I could come around here and go through here. And then I could turn it... I'd have to turn it like that to come through there. It's all locked doors here. I'm getting close to the exit, though. But I've hit a locked door. And so this is my only direction I can go. Ooh. What if I go through here, and then I turn it like that, and then I come right back through? Oh my goodness, look at that. Boom. And I've hit it. Incredible. Hopefully I didn't make any mistakes there, but there we go. That was cool. I could not reproduce that if I wanted to. These have infinite replayability for me because I have no idea what I just did to make that happen. So that's kind of the basic maze, but there are others, including this boss set. So here we go. Let's go over the tutorial for how to do a boss fight. The basics are kind of the same. We start here, we have an open door we can go through. Now we get into this room with the boss, and we have these marks right here. Basically, we need to enter this room and have these swords facing up. And we need to do it in a certain order. So the first time we enter this room, we want this sword facing up, which it is. So when that happens, boom, we hit the boss. Now this is showing that the second time we enter this room, we need that sword to be facing up. So we need the card to be oriented like that. Then we'll do the second damage to the boss and kill it. If, however, we enter this room and, this is facing some other direction like this, then the boss will hit us. And if the boss has ever hit us more than we've hit them, then we lose. So let's continue on. We've dealt one damage to the boss. Now we're going to run away. Right, we're going to come in here. This door is locked, so we'll come over here. Here we go. This door's open. We can turn. Come through here. Now this is open, and we can come back into the room. The second sword is facing up. So we've done another hit, and boom, we've killed the boss. So as you can see, it works very much like the other mazes, but with a little added twist. And honestly, it makes the puzzle very complicated. So once again, we're going to try a boss battle here. I may not finish this because this one in particular has been giving me some difficulty. This is knockout. So as you can see, we need to hit the boss 4 times. First, it needs to be oriented like this, then like that, then like that, and then like that. And we start right here. So let's see if we can get even one hit on this guy. Come through here, and we could go this way, or we could just go straight down. Let's just go straight down. We actually don't really want to turn this card if we can help it. So let's see. Can we get down here? That's locked. That's open. Yeah, let's go through here. Turn it like that. Let's try coming out this way. And perfect. Look at that. We come through here. Bam. We got our first hit on. So now let's go up through here. We'll turn like that. Back through here. We'd like to find our way over there again, I think. So we go like that. Through here. Up through there. That might have been a mistake. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's go back. Came through here. What else could I do? I could go this way. Ah, dead end right here. I can't get through there, but I can go here. Turn it like that. Still can't get through. But I can go back. Through here. Turn. Oh, and look at that. We go through here. Bam! Second hit. I'm doing so much better on camera than I do just on my own. So something about talking this through is actually helping me. Okay, so now we just want to spin it. And we can go through there. Ooh. Going this way. Yeah, let's go that way. Oh, and that's a dead end. So we gotta go back. Can go like this, though. Over through there. Over to here, I guess. Ugh. And now, see, it's the wrong way around. So we could go in there, but we don't want to. Because this is the wrong way around. Now, we could go through there. We would do 1 damage. But it would let us come back out here, which maybe is something that we need to do. I don't know. I think I'll leave it so that this video doesn't get super long. I'll leave this for you to figure out on your own. But that's not the end of the unique sets. We also have this set here, this multi-card maze set. And this sort of works almost like a campaign. So what you do is you start here at home. And as you can see, there are multiple exits. And so you're going to go through this and, you'll figure out how to get to one of the exits. And that exit is going to direct you to pick out a different card in the set. And then you'll do that card. And that will take you to some different exits. And you'll just keep doing that, going through several different cards until you reach the boss. And then you'll have a boss fight that plays out much like what we just learned. And so in that sense, you've done an entire 1-card maze campaign. And you can replay it by going through different routes. You can try to say, okay, I'm going to try to reach that particular exit and do it that way. So it's definitely replayable. This is definitely a fun set, like a really fun twist on the formula. There's also this set, this flank flip set. This one I haven't explored very much, but it includes rules for a 2-player battling game, as well as a 4-player game. Again, I haven't gone through and tried this one myself, but I'll leave that up to you if that's something that you're interested in. So there you go. There are some of the 1-card maze packs that was generously provided to me to try out. If these look interesting to you, then you can check out the Kickstarter campaign. I'll have a link in the description below. And you can also visit their website where you can actually play some of these online, just on the website. So there you go. That's going to do it for me. I'd like to thank all the financial supporters of Totally Tabled, including the Totally Radical Hextra, John Kohler, Scott Myers, Kevin Qualls, and Jay Satterwhite, as well as the Totally Bodacious Narciso Jaramillo. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can join on YouTube or my Patreon at www.patreon.com/totallytabled. You'll gain access to my new exclusive podcast, Table Talk, as well as unboxing videos and whatever extra stuff I come up with. As always, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.